Well, how do then, chums? Well, it is I, Captain Stephen. Today, chums, I think I've found something pretty special for you guys in the viewerverse. When I say I have found, I should say Mr. Kettle has found. So let's just jump on over to here. So this is a planet by Mr. Kettle, and it's in the NMSA, Australia. There's only two planets here. This one here and this one. Look at that. Blood planet. Okay, so you're probably thinking, well, what is a blood planet? Well, it's a freaking good question. I mean, look at this cave. This cave is pretty darn freaking awesome. Lit up like a Christmas tree with all this red fungus. Yeah, there's only one place in the forest where red fungus grows like this. Yes, welcome, Dark Continent, and good night. Yeah, something like that anyway. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Freaking awesome film. If you haven't seen it, it's a must-watch. The second one is, anyway, When Nature Calls is freaking awesome. And I'd say nature here is definitely calling. It's got some strange nature here, chums. It's got a lot of burrowing creatures and a lot of weird creatures. There's nothing that I would say that you're going to want as a pet on this planet. Heck no. This planet has got nothing but weirdness on it. Talking of weirdness, normally you shouldn't build close to a portal, chums. However, I've built this for my own use. If anybody else came here, because it's so close to the portal, they may not see this base. It would be invisible. However, for me, I can see it, which means I've now got my own little portal in the wilds that I can use whenever I wish. Anybody that joins my game will be able to see this if I was here. So I've built this little base here, and it's like a little droid sitting on top of some crates. That's pretty much all it is. And there's a bite beat here. Yeah, some people are going to say, it's got frickin' nipples. Well, they're kind of cannons. But yeah, they do look like nipples. But yeah, who hasn't got nipples? You know, come on. You know, yeah, they are pointless, I know, but yeah, well, they are on men anyway, aren't they? I mean, what is the point of nipples on men? I'd have no idea. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent. Let's just talk about the base rather than his nipples. Right, so here we go. Let's just switch this switch on, and you should hear my bite beat. So yeah, it does play music, and I've got a bite beat as his head up there, and you can see it's all sort of jingly jangly. And down here, you've got all the bite beats that are playing right now. So here you go. Have a listen to my tune. So yeah, should you do visit and I am present, or if you're freaking fluky and you get to see this base, which I really don't think you will, but if you do, because weird things happen all the time in No Man's Sky, you should be able to save that tune to your bite beat should you want to pay a visit here. Now this is actually in the 905, the NMSA hub, but my hub zone is over to sort of like the eastern quadrant of the actual galactic map. This is right over on the swing side, on the west side, hence why it's called NMSA Australia, because it's the opposite side of where I established my hub. However, the NMSA 905 hub is in the 905 range, so technically it forms a giant radius ring around the whole of the galaxy. And yes, that is the whole sort of pretense of the NMSA. We are a defense ring against the scourge of sentinels that the Viking pushed back into dark space. Now, something else that's pretty cool about this blood planet, and I sort of call it the blood worm planet, because bloodworms are a thing that I feed to my fish and my frogs and all sorts of other stuff. But anyway, I wouldn't want to feed this bloodworm to my frogs or my fish. I mean, frickin' heck. I mean, how big would my frogs need to be? I'm waiting for a giant worm to pop. There you go. There's the vibrations. Where is the little critter? I mean, I say little. He's quite large. He's not as large as some that I've seen, but he's quite frequent on this planet. Look at that as it just dips below the sunset. The thing is, this planet is very varied in terrain. You can be in a flat plateau followed by large mountainous ranges, and when this sandworm pops, or this bloodworm pops I should say, it disappears into the actual hills quite quickly. So if you do want to have a good view of this sandworm, you need to get to a flatter area of this planet. And there's lots. There's even beach areas and little lake areas. This planet is very, very Varied. You ought to come here. It's freaking awesome. Yes, you. I'll see you in a second. So here I am over at like a little lagoon area on this planet. And look, there's like floating side islands and all sorts on this planet. I don't think I've come across a planet as varied as this when it comes to terrain. And I really do like this planet. I've slowly fallen in love with it. It's like a second Earth, like a new Eden. I just wish it had freaking Diplos. But other than that, yeah, there's no petable fauna here that you're going to want, like I said. But here we go. Here comes the sandworm. Where is he? There it is. Holy fudge. There it goes. Awesome. I'm going to try and get a photo of that. I think I'm too far off centre to get a decent photo. I wasn't quick enough. Wasn't quick enough to get his head in there. Actually, I might be. Okay. Oh, this could become my thumbnail. Heck yes, it could. There we go. Let's just move this over there. Oh, I've hit the boundary line. You know what? That doesn't overly matter. As long as I can get the light on him. There we go. There we are. We can see some of his details. I can do something with that inside Paintbrush. Well, not Paintbrush, Photoshop. I can increase the darkness and the brightness to really sort of make him pop against the background, hopefully. But there we go. That could be my thumbnail. Yeah, I can't get any further to the left, so that's just going to have to do. I love the little spikes along the side of him. You can imagine those sort of moving around like in an oar-type motion and propelling him through the ground. Freaking awesome. There's the location, and this is in the EUCLID dimension, and it's, yeah, in the NMSA hub. So a massive, great big thank you to Mr. Kettle. Mr. Kettle joins me on a Friday weekend mission sort of jaunt. He was on my live the other day. Awesome guys, Mr. Kettle. Anyway, talking about awesome guys, you guys and the viewerverse, freaking mind-blowing people, but for all the support you're giving my channel, Just Lately Chums. Awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.